Hi guys, what's happening? My name is Dima. This is the midweek market analysis. It is Tuesday 29th of August and Technical Tuesday. As always, we're going to go through the charts and what the market is doing and what it's likely to do for the rest of this week. Without further ado, let's start with the economic calendar. Let's see what we have today and tomorrow. We've got our shortlist here of what we're looking at for this week. So let's begin with the news first. So here's the calendar. Today we've got US news for job openings, and tomorrow we've got a small bit of news on the Swiss and again on the dollar there. So we do have the focus on the dollar for this week, especially with the NFP, as I was saying at the beginning of the week. Let's see where we've got the development in the markets on a technical level, and later in the week, yeah, as expected, NFP. As we get closer to NFP Thursday, Friday, we do want to be a little bit more careful. So let's have a look what the chart brings. We do want to bear in mind for today that New York session, or a couple of hours after the opening. Okay, back to the chart then. Let's have a look at what's going on here. Let's begin as always with the dollar. Here we have yesterday, Monday, closing as an inside bar. We are looking to hit that high, so we do look for a continuation. At the moment we are stuck in this little range within this previous candle on Friday, so I'm just looking for that continuation. We have this area here. We go to the 4 hour. We're going to look for a nice push higher, a break, and perhaps something like so. We are looking for that continuation because we are still very much bullish in a bullish environment. And I wouldn't expect this low to be broken, at least not yet. So this would be the invalidation idea. So that continuation, as you can see, not much happening at the moment. And let's wait for more price action and perhaps for the news to kick in today or tomorrow. Typically middle of the week is when the action begins. Next one, euro. Once again, we've not had anything. We've just kind of been petering up slowly, and I'm looking for this break. Nothing's happened yet in this range. Once again, similar to the dollar, but just the reverse, right? Which is to be expected, with the euro dollar being inversely correlated with the dollar index, and the dollar index being mostly made up of the euro as a basket. Next one after that, let's look at dollar yen. This is the brief expectation, the idea we had, and once again ranging market here. Let's look on the daily quickly. Yep, as you can see, yesterday did close bullish, so today would be, the expectation would be a slight continuation of that. Let's see how quickly, or I should say how slowly, that happens. Very unclear. We may yet just continue in this ranging movement because of the NFP week. So again, lowering the expectations, being realistic with what the market wants to give at this moment in time. I do see another possible level down here. So now that we have not quite broken through here, if that doesn't happen, there's another possibility here, like so. So that's another alternative. Of course, you always want the best possible price, which I prefer to be down here, but the market will give what the market will give. Not always going to not always going to produce what we want it to, right? The market will do what the market will do. That's dollar yen. It looks to be a higher probability one out of the shortlist for this week because of the weakness in the yen overall. If you like this video, guys, remember to leave a comment if you have any comments, or click the like button, share it with your friends, and these videos will be coming to you regularly if you subscribe as well. Okay, let's move to dollar CAD. Similar thing, kind of similar to the dollar yen, isn't it? Same idea, same thing that I've had in mind at the beginning, a better price coming lower and then moving higher. We are kind of gradually creeping higher on the 4 hour. Let's have a look what it looks like on the daily. Once again, similar to dollar yen, isn't it? Don't really like trading at this deep retracement price. However, it looks like we are breaking new highs and we will come to this extreme high here. However, I don't know if we're going to go lower and move higher, or we are just going to continue higher. Let's quick look on the 1 hour. As you can see, it looks very choppy on the 1 hour. I think the 4 hour is a bit cleaner. And as you can see, we've developed this level here. Be nice if we get a better price. There is a nice deep retracement level here. Let's see if we get that. At the moment, we are neither here nor there. This is August. Welcome to August, guys. This is how it is, and don't expect miracles, and don't be surprised to be in the trade for longer and the volatility reduced. It's to be expected, really. Dollar Singapore, once again, here was the weekly. If you want to have a look, looking for that continuation, we've now come and had the first day of the week, which is still inside the previous week. If you have a look on the daily, again, ranging, it's kind of in this sort of squeezed pennant sort of formation, but either way, this is a range, and really want to see a better price, just like the other previous dollar pairs, and so far waiting for it to break even higher. So these are the two reference points, invalidation, and let's see how it plays out. At the moment, don't really want to be taking many risks, and yes, it is frustrating. Do need a bit more patience, but that's how it goes. Don't want to be over trading here. That's the analysis for the dollar pairs. Good little test here, because if we can be patient with these difficult months, then we can definitely be performing well and be patient in the easier months throughout the year. So let's have a look here on Euro GBP. Right, so what do we have on Euro GBP? Let's just clean up the chart for a second. What we have is we have this push higher that we expected, looking at a better price. So the idea would be the better price, and if we are going to have a look here, we do expect the better price to be down here, or there's also an alternative level if you can see it with your eyes. Let me just put the similar level here. This could also be an alternative right here. So we may not reach this low, and if we have a reaction off this level, the other possibility is to have something like this. Now, this is just a brief reversal idea on a short-term basis. I'm not going to cover that for this week, because this is not part of the plan overall for the week. So this is something different. So let's ignore that for now. For the moment, we have the long bias. We have broken this high, as you can see on the Monday. Here's that weekly open. See this little gap, and then we created the gap, filled the gap, and then we are heading lower right now. So this is still the expectation, continuing higher, and as you can see, because of that break of structure, I do want to see this structure next being broken. Now let's see where it reverses from, how the price action unfolds. I do prefer the minor pairs because it's NFP week. They tend to be a little bit easier, a little bit easier to see, easier to trade with NFP, because as you can see, NFP with the dollar pairs tends to hold the market and tends to create a little bit of unpredictable price action, let's put it that way. That's not to say that the minor pairs are also not affected by NFP. Sometimes they are, sometimes you do see a bit of volatility, but overall they're not as difficult to look at, not as difficult to trade. So this is the setup for Euro GBP, and yeah, we've got these levels marked out. Let's see what we get if we get a reaction. Now we're on Euro New Zealand. So start, here's the weekly again. Was looking at the continuation of the bearishness into this level. Looking on the daily, so daily is looking bullish, bullish, bullish. And now we have reacted off this level, and what we're waiting for is a reaction off this level, through this level, and then coming back down for a better price. As you can see, what do we have? Well, we've not quite broken through the level. We've just poked through it and rejected back down. On the daily, you can see we left a wick, and today we left another wick, and now we're coming back down. So that is not a clean break. We're still coming back down into this range. So what's the next idea? The next idea is this, which is what the market is doing. It's coming down into this area, and it looks like this is now what's working out. So we're just giving the market the flexibility, the possibility to do what it wants to do, and then acting based on it. So we're not being reactive, we're being responsive. So we're prepared and we can see what's going on. And we've got our trade idea. So this is now looking like it's coming down into our trade idea, into our scenario, and let's see what transpires. It's still early in the week, still a little bit, I would say no quite clear price action. We do want to see a nice reversal on the daily would be good. Your first clue would be the 4-hour on a nice push, nice big candle, and a nice big momentum move, a little bit like this, or big bullish candles a little bit like these here. So that's the Euro New Zealand. Let's move on to the next one. We've got the S&P. Once again, on the weekly, I was looking for a move higher and then continuation to the downside. Right, what are we happening here? We do have that move higher, continuation to the downside, but it's Tuesday, still early in the week. Let's have a look on the 4-hour once again. Here's the area I was looking at, and as you can see, we've reached into it and not created any reaction. Now here's that likely invalidation point. Now if we break through this and close above it and then come down, the more likely scenario is this. Seeing as we didn't get a reaction here, the other possible scenario now is we create a wick through this and then reject and then do this. So now that we don't have this yet, let's consider the other possibilities. So the break would have to be very, very strong here to break through, and I would consider this level here. Now, if this is not holding, then I would want to see a nice rejection, possibly a kind of a double top here, or an M formation in something like this. That's the other possibility. For now, we have not had a reaction here. We have not got any clue from the market in terms of price action of what it wants to do. So we're going to let that be for now until we get a little bit more clarity. And once again, NFP, it may just be very funny, very unpredictable, and really want to wait for NFP and after NFP to take a set and to go from there to show us what it wants to do. At the moment, low probability conditions on this 4 hour. That's the S&P. And lastly, this is oil. Here's the area are marked out for oil. We do have a little bit of a reaction, not quite clear. If we look on the daily, this looks like it could be a possible reversal, however, not confirmed because we have not broken yet the low of yesterday. Really want to break that. So we may move higher still. We may have another high, possibly. So we may create a kind of, again, sort of double top or an M formation, and then move lower. However, at the moment, not quite clear. Once again, Tuesday, typically oil as a pair in its behavior tends to work on Wednesday, Thursday, because we have oil news, we have oil inventories, and that is the tendency for oil with the calendar. But however, now too early to say. It's still early in the week, early on Tuesday, so don't want to be rushing it until there is some clarity. This looks like it could have been a reversal, however it was not. There's no price action here. This is an inside candle. If it was a kind of engulfing or a big bearish bar, that would be different, but at the moment it's not. So we may come and revisit this high. This is why I'm looking at that possible M, and then the next idea would be to come down. Of course, the next target then would be this low of the week. Let's put our target line here. Oops. That'll be our first conservative target, and then the next target will be down here and down here. So that was the plan for oil, and I'm going to stick to the plan, and that is the week for you. So we have, again, patience is required. We have a little bit of waiting to do, a little bit more price action to look out for, and then after that, we decide what to do. For now, I'm gonna, put your hands under your thighs, watch the price action, be patient, and then go from there. All right, guys. So if you like this video, remember to subscribe. You're gonna get these videos 3 times a week with the market analysis and a breakdown at the beginning of the week, twice a week, technical Tuesday, technical Thursday, and visit the website if you want to get up-to-date news regularly as it happens in the market. And of course, we've got the calendar on the site as well. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you on Thursday for the next update, and we'll see where the market is then. Okay, bye for now.